Ever wondered how to make homemade cheese? Welcome to a journey where we transform simple, everyday ingredients into a delightful, savory treat. It's simpler than you think and certainly a fun experience. Today, you'll discover how easy it is to make your own cheese at home. To start, gather all your ingredients. The stars of this show are fresh milk, rennet, and salt. Fresh milk is the cornerstone of your cheese, so make sure it's of high quality. Next, we have rennet, a key player in curdling the milk. And let's not forget salt, our trusty flavor enhancer. High quality ingredients are the secret behind a delicious homemade cheese. Remember, the better the ingredient, the better the cheese. Now that we have all our ingredients, we can start the cheese making process. First, pour your milk into a large pot. Now it's time to gently warm up this liquid goodness. Set your stove to a low heat and let the milk slowly come up to a temperature of about 85 degrees Fahrenheit or 30 degrees Celsius. Patience is the key here, folks. We don't want the milk to boil, as it can scorch and develop a burnt taste. Just a gentle heat will do. Once the milk is heated, we can move on to the next step. Next, it's time to add the rennet. This magical ingredient is what transforms our milk into solid curds, setting the stage for our homemade cheese. To do this, we'll introduce diluted rennet to our heated milk. A gentle stir for about 30 seconds will do. After this, we resist the urge to stir further and let the magic happen. The milk needs time to set, about an hour. This is where patience truly becomes a virtue. After adding the rennet, we need to let the milk set. Once the milk has set, we can cut the curd. This step is a game changer in the cheese making process. It helps to separate the curds, which are the solid parts, from the whey, the liquid part. By doing this, we're encouraging the release of whey from the curd. Aim for a smooth, even texture, almost like custard. The curd should be cut into small, uniform pieces, which will ensure even heating in our next step. After cutting the curd, we move on to the next phase. Now, it's time to cook and drain the curd. This step is crucial in cheese making, as it's here that the curd begins to develop its unique character and texture. So let's dive right in. After cutting the curd, we'll slowly heat it up to around 105 degrees Fahrenheit or 40 degrees Celsius if you prefer. This gentle cooking process should last for about half an hour. Remember to stir the curds occasionally, but carefully. We don't want them to stick together or to the sides of the pot. Now on to draining. This is where we will separate the curds from the whey. Draining helps to firm up the curds, making them ready for the next step. We'll use a cheesecloth lined colander for this. Just pour the curds into the colander and let the whey drain off. With the curd cooked and drained, we're almost done. Stay tuned for the next step, aging the cheese. The final step in making homemade cheese is aging. This process is crucial in developing the cheese's flavor profile. After draining, your cheese should be firm and ready for this next stage. Start by wrapping your cheese. You can use wax or cheese paper, both available at your local kitchen supply store. Make sure it's sealed tight. This prevents unwanted flavors from sneaking in. Next, find the perfect spot to store your cheese. The ideal location is cool, dark, and well ventilated. A cellar or a dedicated cheese cave would be ideal, but for those of us without such luxuries, the vegetable drawer of your fridge will do just fine. The aging process can take anywhere from a few weeks to several months, depending on the type of cheese and your personal taste preference. The longer it ages, the stronger the flavor. With the cheese now aging, all that's left is to wait and enjoy the fruits of your labor. And there you have it. That's how you make homemade cheese. From gathering your ingredients to aging the cheese, each step adds a unique touch to the final product. So go ahead, give it a try, and enjoy your homemade cheese.